Hi guys, for those of you that are new to following me, then welcome. For those of you that already follow me on Instagram and followed me over to YouTube, welcome back. This is a monthly reading intended to cover the month of May 2020 for the sun, the moon and the ascendant sign of Virgo. Please note that the energies are interchangeable. They are not gender specific. Please take the message how it resonates and discard the rest. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can email me at moonbutterflytarot@gmail.com. Alternatively, you can direct message me on Instagram and you can find a list of the services that I offer under the highlights section of my page. Now, a small disclaimer, I am not an astrologist. I am an intuitive tarot reader. However, I do understand that astrology and numerology do have a significant impact on the thoughts, the emotions and the behaviors that we display. And therefore, I like to incorporate them into my readings where I can, in order to give greater clarity and to give greater depth. So we are going to be talking about the astrological aspects at the beginning of May, and then we will go into the tarot reading. I have already shuffled and selected from the Numinous Astro deck, which is the oracle messages that I have already pulled, and I will be confirming those messages using the Mystic Mondays tarot deck in order to give more depth to the reading, and I will be closing the reading out using the Moonology Oracle cards. So without further hesitation, let's begin. So Virgo is an earth sign, and Virgo is ruled by the planet Mercury, Mercury also rules Gemini. So this is going to be quite a significant time for Virgoans. I feel like there's going to be more of a focus on reevaluating and realigning yourself in order to attract the things that you want. So I feel like a lot of Virgoans are going to be focused on their money and focused on their career, with some Virgoans focused on their relationships, particularly business relationships. I feel that will be at the forefront, as well as familial relationships, so relationships of the family. Now, for the majority of the month of May, the sun will be in your ninth house. Now, your ninth house is the house that focuses on meaning and purpose and sort of the higher mind. So it also governs higher learning. So with the fact that the sun represents happiness, it represents joy, it represents success, I feel like it's going to be quite a successful month for you when it comes to deepening your knowledge, learning a skill, making plans with regards to business, or finding purpose in the sort of intuitive side of your personality, so your spiritual aspects. So the first important astrological aspect that we will be discussing will be occurring on May the 4th. Now, 4 in numerology is significant simply because of the fact that 4 governs your home and your family life and your personal life. So I feel like this particular astrological aspect will have a sense of importance, particularly over that area. So the sun is in conjunction with Mercury, which is beautiful because the sun represents our being. It represents our purpose and our talents and what it is that we display to the world. A conjunction within astrology represents feeling a sense of empowerment. So with the sun conjuncting Mercury, Mercury is all about your intellect and your analytical mind and your sort of communication. I feel like there's going to be a focus on how you can align your actions with the desired outcomes that you have. And Mercury is definitely going to be helping you in terms of coming up with plans and making strategies and gaining clarity and gaining insight and inspiration. So this is going to help you to be able to move forward, and I feel like it will create more stability and security within the home life, or essentially mean that there'll be slight changes or adjustments that you will make in order to sort of pursue your sort of desire, which I feel is security overall, materially and also I would say emotionally too. So The next astrological aspect that I believe is going to be important is going to be occurring on May the 7th. And we're going to talk about the fact that Mercury is going to be sextiling Neptune. Now, Mercury, again, is the planet of communication. So it governs thoughts and ideas and it governs your intellect. Now, a sextile is great because this represents some sort of good fortune, some blessing, some reward, some opportunity that is going to be for Virgos. This may be creative in nature or focused on business, or this may even be spiritual in nature for some of you. And the reason why I say that is because not only is it occurring on May the 7th, and 7 in numerology is all about your intuition, it's about your connection to your higher consciousness. So this is a spiritual number. So I feel like some of you may be going through a spiritual awakening around this particular time, or your sort of senses will be heightened, your intuition will be heightened at this time. But also it's sextiling with Neptune, and Neptune is the planet of dreams. And Neptune is about trusting your intuition. Neptune is the planet that sort of brings about the focus on the subconscious mind and the things that are unseen. So I feel like with Mercury sextiling Neptune, there is going to be a sort of drive towards finding a form of creative self-expression. And I feel like that sort of creative form of self-expression is going to be executed in a spiritual sense. So maybe some of you might be focusing on yoga or meditation, or maybe changing your diet, or maybe some of you might be looking into tarot or astrology around this time. The other sort of significant astrological aspect that's going to affect a lot of people is the Scorpio full moon. If you haven't, please feel free to check out my reading. Scorpio full moon is going to be occurring in your third house, Virgo, and your third house is about communication. Now, I feel like because of the watery energy that Scorpio gives, this is going to unearth a lot of emotions. And because of the fact that Scorpio tends to be a zodiac sign that's very good at revealing secrets, not necessarily revealing secrets, but allowing us to be able to uncover a secret, because Scorpio does actually govern holding secrets. I feel like this is going to be a time in which something is going to be unearthed or revealed, in which it will mean that there will be spiritual healing occurring for you. So I feel like there's going to be an emotion that's unearthed, but you will recover from it. And I feel like this emotion that's unearthed is going to bring about some form of revelation. So for some of you, this may be with regards to your romantic relationships, or for others of you, this could be in relation to a business relationship, or might help to sort of facilitate sort of completion of a business relationship or a business project, or possibly the ending of a relationship. And the reason why I say that is simply because of the fact that with the energy of Scorpio, it is ruled by the planet Pluto, and Pluto is all about your endings and your beginnings. It's about sort of death and rebirth. It's about change and transformation. So I feel like there's going to be sort of changes that are going to be made with regards to either romantic relationships or even business relationships. The other sort of important astrological aspect that will be occurring on May the 11th is when Mars moves into your 7th house. Now, again, just looking at the numerology, again, 7 is about your intuition, and it's about your connection to the higher consciousness, your higher consciousness. So I feel like the fact that that's also occurring on May the 11th represents some sort of spiritual awakening or spiritual ascension that some of you may find during this particular time, simply because of the numbers 7 and 11. But Mars is a fire sign, and it's all about moving forward, and it's all about charging and taking action and taking control. So the fact that this is going to be squaring Mercury. Mercury is the planet of sort of communication, and it also sort of governs your thoughts and your ideas. So with this is going to present some form of challenge. And because of the fact that the 7th house governs partnerships, there's going to be challenges within partnerships. So this could be romantic partnerships. This could also be business partnerships. So be very mindful of that when when Mars moves and forms a square with Mercury on the 11th. The final astrological aspect that I will be talking about will be occurring on May the 13th. Now, on May the 13th, we will have Venus in retrograde. Now, retrograde is basically a time in which the planet appears to be moving backwards, and Venus is the planet that governs beauty and love and health and money, and it is the ruler of Libra and Taurus. So Venus retrograde basically means that there's going to be some internal reflection, and this will be governed or focused around love and money. And this transit's going to be happening in your 10th house. So this basically means there will be a focus on looking at your career and looking at your achievements and how you can move forward, how you can make even more money, how you can create more long-term success or stability, or how you can create generational wealth. So I feel like Virgo, May is going to be a really, really good month for you, and there's a lot of great energy to look forward to. So without further hesitation, let's begin. I am going to start off with the bottom of the deck energy, then I will move into the oracle messages, and then I will clarify those oracle messages using the Mystic Mondays tarot deck. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Numinous card, and it says mystery. So this says the unknown, the unknowable, ESP, psychic abilities, the cosmos, universal truth, oneness, source, the unnameable, shadow work, inner knowing, tingling, ghosts, other worlds, space, enigmas, the occult, and intuition. I feel like this month is going to be one in which your spiritual development is going to be increasing. Your psychic abilities will be heightened, or your intuition will be heightened during this time. I feel like this is also a time of great internal reflection and exploration of your spiritual self and of your spiritual side. And I also feel like this is going to be a time in which you're going to be heavily trusting or relying on your intuition in order to guide you towards your your goals, your dreams, your desires, and your aspirations. But in order for you to be able to make more conscious decisions that are going to give you more long-term stability and security. Okay, I'm going to look at the main oracle messages. So let's see what we've got. We've got the 7th house, which we already know is going to be in relation to partnerships. So there'll be some sort of challenge or change with regards to partnerships. So we've got the 7th house, and we've got Mars. So again, this is talking about Mars squaring Mercury. So this is going to be really, really significant. So there is going to be some sort of challenge or some sort of situation with regards to romantic or business partnerships. We've got the 10th house, excellent, and we've also got the 4th house. So the 10th house has already been mentioned. So this is the fact that Venus will be going retrograde in the 10th house. So there will be a focus on career and sort of developing your career. I am going to talk about all of these cards in just a moment. And then we've got the 4th house, which is all about your home life and your family life. And you're going to be focusing on developing things that are going to give you, again, stability and security, enable you to put roots down. Beautiful, beautiful. So let me just change the angle of the camera so we can see the actual cards. So what I'm actually seeing here is that you will be going through a situation in which you are generally having internal reflection. You're reevaluating not only the sort of relationships that you have both in business but in a romantic sense, but you're going to be looking at whether these actually give you any kind of balance within your life. I feel like you're also going to be looking at whether these particular relationships are going to be ones that are going to give you longevity and growth, and you're going to be looking at ways in which you can focus on getting more. So you're going to be wanting to have more. I feel like with the Venus retrograde energy, the relationships with regards to business and money are going to be under analysis and scrutiny, simply because of the fact as to where we have the sun in your 9th house. So you're going to be looking at whether these actually serve meaning and purpose, especially with the fact that we've got that Pluto energy from the Scorpio full moon. So there's going to be a focus on endings and beginnings and being able to move towards developing higher level of intuition, moving towards developing more balance within your relationships, whether these be romantics or business relationships. And you're going to be focusing on using this energy in order to move forward. So there may be some sort of challenge or conflict with regards to these relationships, simply because of the fact that we have Mars here, and Mars is going to be forming a square with Mercury. So with this happening in your 7th house, there is going to be some sort of situation that may cause conflict within your partnerships, whether these be business partnerships or romantic relationships. And I feel like this is going to possibly mean that you're going to feel more aggressive or a little bit, I would say, angry. I feel like because of the fact that we've got the Scorpio full moon just before we have the Venus retrograde, there may be some sort of revelation for those of you with regards to your business partnerships, which may then further cause conflict when the retrograde happens on the 13th of May. But for others of you, I feel like this energy may be with regards to romantic relationships, and this is going to be very, very prevalent around the Venus retrograde time, because things may be great now, but they will change, and there may be some form of, I would say, sort of conflict that may arise as a result of this sort of astrological aspect of the Mars and Mercury squaring each other. So we've got the 10th house and we've also got the 4th house. So I am going to talk about the fact that the Venus retrograde is going to be super significant, particularly when it comes to your business. You're going to be looking within your sort of self as to how you can achieve more. I feel like this is a positive sign because it means that you're looking at long-term development. You're looking at building success beyond what you've achieved right now. So I feel like there's going to be a focus on how you can build a business. For some of you, I feel like there'll be a focus on building a creative business. For others of you, I feel like there may be a focus on a new career altogether. And I feel like this is going to be something that is going to enhance your career. So anything that you're doing around your career in terms of strategies, you'll gain the clarity that you need around, I believe, the Venus retrograde when you spend that time sort of reflecting. And because of the fact that obviously we've got Mercury sextiling Neptune, there's going to be some form of opportunity that may present itself. So this is me seeing that there's going to be more clarity as to how you can gain those achievements or sort of build your legacy and build your empire in order to get the sort of goal or desire sort of met or achieved. With the 4th house, I do feel that the 4th house coming out, especially next to the 10th house, there's definitely going to be a focus here on creating a business or possibly moving into a career that's going to give more financial security and stability within your home life. But I also feel that with the fact that we've got the 4th and the 7th house, and the 7th house is also the house of partnerships, in contracts, I definitely feel that you're going to be very much focused on making sure that if you are in a romantic relationship, that relationship is one that is going to give you stability and security for you to build. So essentially something that's going to have longevity and possibly commitment if it doesn't already. Now, what I am going to do is I'm going to pull some tarot cards to confirm these energies, and I'm going to start off with the 7th house. So the card that has come out, which came out in the reverse, is the 3 of Wands. Now, Wands is fire energy. We're talking about Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And Wands is about things that you are passionate about, things that are creative, things that inspire you. And the 3 within numerology is about growth and about expansion. It's about a birth of something new, and it's also about creativity. Now, in traditional depictions of the 3 of Wands, what we see is somebody standing waiting for their ships to come in, so that represents some sort of reward. But in in the reverse position, this to me represents some sort of loss. So there may be some sort of loss with regards to a romantic or a business partnership. I feel like this could also represent sort of the separation of a collaboration. So possibly maybe one or two people that you may have collaborated with, sort of starting something, but then having some sort of conflict or wanting to end it around about the time of the Venus retrograde. Why is the Three of Wands here? So the card that we have that confirms the Three of Wands is the Ace of Pentacles. So there is definitely, the Ace of Pentacles is in the reverse position. So the aces are all about new beginnings, and the pentacles is all earth energy. So this is Virgoan energy, Taurian energy, and the energy of Capricorn as well. So there is going to be some sort of financial loss that I'm seeing relating to some form of partnership. So this could be a romantic relationship ending and possibly having to pay out money for a divorce settlement, or a business partnership that has essentially meant that you're incurring some sort of loss, and possibly as a result of incurring this loss, you're sort of severing ties within that business or within that company. So this could also talk about some loss of job. So it could be that some of you that were working in a particular industry, I'm guessing creative, you've sort of had your finances or your job compromised because of the current situation, and essentially it's resulted in you sort of either losing that job or losing some sort of money as a result. I am going to confirm Mars. We've got the Eight of Cups and we've got it in the reverse position. Now, the Eight of Cups is, when we talk about 8 in numerology, the number 8 is all about action and attainment, and it's about movement, it's about abundance, and it's also sort of the infinity symbol. So if you turn the 8 onto its side, it represents infinity. So it's about an infinite amount of possibilities. Yeah. Now with cups, we're talking about water energy. So we're talking about Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And in the upright, the Eight of Cups represents forward movement towards what is emotionally fulfilling. It represents leaving a situation in the past. Possibly for some of you, you're leaving a job in the past that you've probably worked at for a very long time, or you may be leaving a relationship because of the fact that we've got that forward movement. But in the reverse, when I see the Eight of Cups in the reverse, this represents some sort of pause in order to sort of take time to reflect. I feel like your emotions may be quite heightened, and I feel like you are going to be focusing on making sure that you're making the right decision. So I feel like you're going to be thinking and all in your head about what to do or how to move forward or how to take action or move past this particular point. But I feel like you're quite sort of stuck. I feel like there's going to be a lot of emotions. I feel like emotions are going to be quite heightened because we've got the cups in the reverse, and I feel like it's going to cause some sort of emotional imbalance. So I feel like there might be some sort of disappointment or anger or aggression that you may be feeling at some point during this month with regards to either a relationship or with regards to employment or a business partnership. Why is the Eight of Cups here? Ooh, 2 cards want to come out. Okay, so we've got the Chariot and Judgment card. So what will be happening is with the Chariot card, we've got that Cancerian energy, and the Chariot is number 7 in the major arcana, and this card is all about listening to your intuition and using your intuition in order to move forward in towards the direction that you want to perceive. So you're taking a journey. I feel like some of you are taking a journey spiritually where you're exploring and you are releasing. And I feel like some of you are taking a journey in terms of you're going to be using your intuition to guide you towards the goals and the achievements and the aspirations that are going to give you a lot more sort of stability and security within your home life and your family life, because of course Cancerian energy is the sort of ruler of the fourth house. So I feel like there's going to be a focus on creating long-term wealth in order to support your family, and you're going to have to use your intuition in order to move forward. I feel like with the Judgment card here, there is going to be a choice or a decision that you're going to have to make. And I feel like because of the fact that this card in Roman numerals, the 2 X's represents the number 20. If we remove the 0 and we focus on the 2, 2 is the number of choices and decisions. So there is a decision that has to be made. And with this card, I feel like you're being told to let go of judgments that you hold about yourself and judgments that you may hold about others. And I feel like you're being told to allow spirit to intervene on your behalf to put you in alignment with your divine life purpose. So I feel like you're going, both of these cards are talking about sort of moving in a different direction and going on a journey. So I feel like you're going to be going on a journey in which you're going to be exploring new opportunities within love for some of you, and new opportunities definitely within your sort of career and your business, your higher learning, and also your spirituality. So this is absolutely beautiful. So we've got a lot of water energy here. I am going to pull for the 10th house. And the first card that just comes out is the 6 of Cups in the reverse. So Cups energy is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And 6 can represent harmony, or it can represent some form of problem solving or imbalance. Now the 6 of Cups in the upright position talks about somebody from the past returning. Now because of the fact that we do have the Venus retrograde, it could represent that there is somebody that you previously worked with that might be returning. This could simply be somebody that you've known for a long time. This could also represent like a possibly an old flame returning, because generally when we see the 6 of Cups, it's about possibly somebody in the past or somebody from a past life. But within the context of it being like the card that confirms the 10th house, how I'm seeing this is that with the reverse, I feel like this is talking about the fact that there is definitely some form of change within your financial life. So there is definitely some sort of change within your career. And I feel like what you may have, the industry, the business, or the job that you may have worked in may have been emotionally fulfilling at one point, but now you're looking for something with deeper meaning, and you're looking for something else because I feel like you're already sort of making moves to either leave, or you have separated from your employer or a business partnership that you were involved with. So this for me definitely confirms that there is some sort of conflict or separation within a partnership. I'm going to pull another card to confirm the 6 of Cups. And we've got the Hierophant. So I feel like even though there may be no order at the moment within having stability and security within your work life in particular, I feel like the order and structure is going to be coming in with the Hierophant card being present here and confirming the 6 of Cups. 5 in numerology is all about change and transformation. The Hierophant is about faith, it's about belief, but it represents organizations and institutions. So I also feel that there is going to be some sort of change within your job or your career. So I definitely feel like there could be an opportunity here, especially with Mercury sextiling Neptune. I definitely feel that there's going to be an opportunity here for you to be able to capitalize on. I feel like this might represent employment within a particular institution, or I can also see this card being about you developing in your sort of spirituality and developing a higher level of consciousness, and possibly sort of spending more time allowing your sort of spiritual side to develop to guide you towards the success. So possibly listening to your intuition a bit more. What I'm also seeing with the 4th house card, I'm gonna pull some cards to confirm the 4th house. So we've got the Knight of Cups that confirms the 4th house. So this is quite interesting. So the fourth house is also the house that Cancer naturally sits in. So how I'm seeing this is there's going to be an offer that's going to be presented to you. So the Knight of Cups can represent an offer in love that's being presented. It could also represent a job opportunity that is coming in, but it's definitely going to be something that's going to give a lot of happiness and emotional fulfillment. But I feel like the message of this card is also to listen to your intuition, because it's going to guide you towards this particular opportunity. And I feel like this opportunity is one that is going to give you a lot of sort of growth and expansion. And I feel like it's definitely one that's going to flourish, but you need to allow things to happen. I'm going to pull one more tarot card, and I'm going to confirm the Knight of Cups. So the card that we've got is the Queen of Swords. So I definitely feel like you're going to be sort of caught between you're going to be caught between your thoughts and your intuition. And I feel like you're going to be quite guarded and apprehensive. But what I'm sort of getting from this message is that you should allow things to happen. Allow things to happen in the way that they're supposed to happen. So I feel like this is also a sign that there's going to be clarity given to you with regards to this opportunity that's going to create more stability and security within your home and family life. So this is beautiful energy, and this is Aquarius, Libra and Gemini energy. So let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. We've got the Sun at the bottom of the deck, which is the overall energy, which represents happiness. It represents success. It represents having the ability to allow yourself to shine throughout this month. So this is beautiful. I am going to pull a few oracle messages to close out your reading. I'm going to be using the Moonology deck. Wow, so the first two cards that just came out, we've got a new start is coming, a new moon. So this is talking about new opportunity, new beginnings, new prospects, definitely within your spiritual development, ascension, and also within business. And we've also got it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. So again, we've got a full moon that's going to be occurring in Scorpio on the 7th of May, and this is going to be the perfect time to let go of anything that doesn't serve you. So I feel like you're going to be letting go of possibly a job, or possibly for some of you, you might be letting go of any kind of relationships that you feel aren't conducive to your highest good or to your overall goals. I feel like the full moon in Scorpio is also going to provide illumination and give you clarity as to how you move forward within your business or career life. And then we've got, look at this, beautiful, a new moon in Virgo. So this is your energy, and it says a time to give rather than take. So I definitely feel like with a time to give rather than take, the focus is about being in a position where you can use these energies to not only provide for yourself and create success for yourself, but also to create success for those around you that you collaborate with, and also with your family. I feel like it's also about doing what is not only going to give you stability and security, but also doing what is emotionally fulfilling for your heart. So what it is that you feel the most passionate about, going towards that. One more card to close out your reading. We've got new moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. So this is about stability, order, and security coming into your life, and the fact that you will be in a great position during this month. There'll be a lot of changes that are going to happen, but it's definitely going to put you in alignment with something more positive. And it's also a sign that you should pay more close attention to your intuition and let your intuition guide you towards these opportunities and these goals. I hope that this has helped. I hope that this has resonated, and I will see you all again very soon. Have a lovely weekend. Take care. Bye.